One of the things I don't do, and I was glad that question came up earlier, in any city that we go to, I never sit and talk to the police. I did a workshop last week in Dayton. And of all of the rooms for this police captain, a sister, a female, for all of the rooms that she could have gone to for presentations, she walked in mine and sat down. And I'm so grateful. The message don't change because of who's in the room. There is a perverse wickedness that has separated the police from the people. And we haven't, so I don't want to talk to them. We've already talked. And here's the thing. We should not have to change your training. We should not have to issue you orders to not kill black people. Yeah. We should not have to do training. We should not have to do don't kill the black folk, y'all. That shouldn't be an order. It should be treat everybody with respect. But right now, here's the scenario, and here's what hurts. We're being killed running away. We're being killed with our hands up coming towards you. We're being killed sitting in cars identifying, I have the right to carry, I have my ID on me. We're being killed under all kinds of, and then they fix the story later because here's the next rule. If the police come and pick me up right now and want to question me, they want me to answer right now. They get a period of time because they got a great union that says you don't have to talk to the investigators, even in your own department.
Hey, can you go live real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Go live real quick.
It does.
And
It does happen.
And I'm sorry that it hasn't happened in front of me, or I'd say something. But it does happen.
And that's
I've been a
appreciated.
victim of racism myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it happens. I'm from a
It does
smaller
happen.
county. And it happened to me in that county. So I absolutely.
Well, I appreciate it. And we have to fix it.
Yes, we do.
We absolutely have to fix it.
I was a victim of racism because my kids were victims.
Oh yeah, and what they did?
They arrested my son and charged him bogusly. It got dismissed, but we had to go through a lot.
It's a broken
But
system.
yeah, you wear this badge. Can I just ask for my viewers, for us here, why do you still represent this badge when you did your kids so unjustly?
Because there has to be some good officers to stand up.
Okay, to stand up, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what that looks like?
That looks like me coming over here saying, I support what y'all are doing. And anytime I see anything done wrong in front of me, then I have to stand up and say something about it.
Okay. Go get some information in your bureau because this happened. And for you not to know
It's been
about
swept
this,
under the rug.
that means to me, ain't none of y'all good. I'm just saying. Because if it was this, you know about it, and you know that he was murdered by people that represented that badge. So for you to support us and step up and do what's right, I feel like you can use that badge for good and go investigate and help us with this case.
Stepping up is holding.
It started by me walking
No,
across
that's
the
right,
street,
that's
because
right.
if I didn't care,
I'm just asking you questions.
No, but ma'am, it matters.
First of all,
It
you
matters
walk
when
up
you
and
stand
say,
up and you hold yours accountable. See, like I said, we got police handing out ice cream cones and holding barbecues. That's not helping us. What helps us is when you stand up and you hold accountable what you claim are just those few bad officers. Okay, but they're running the show. They're running the show. You have to stand up for them. My son shot in the back. We see it on film. We can't find that video. Officers holding officers accountable, we find that video, okay, and we got the proof and we got criminal charges. What I'm saying, nice doesn't matter. You know, and I'm being frank with you. Nice doesn't matter. Matter of fact, to be honest, you're the first cop I even bothered to talk to because I don't even talk to you all. Now, nice doesn't matter, man. You hold them accountable. That's what matters to us. That will make the difference. Don't hand this young man here an ice cream cone. Don't invite me to a barbecue. No, invite me to the justice that you are going to help dole out by holding the people who wear that uniform accountable. That's all that matters.
And one thing,
I'm gonna tell you, are you gonna find yourself, offended and embarrassed because we're not gonna appreciate, you even stepping to us like this because that ain't helping us.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you, by her being here, and coming across here and saying, I was curious about what you're doing. And when she stepped up to the mic and said, I agree with you. You know what she just did? She put her badge on the line right now.
She disgraced that badge.
Well, she put her badge on the line right now and saying, I agree with you because I'm for justice.
I'm for justice.
And that's right.
I'm for honest cops
That's
doing an honest job.
Okay.
That's what I'm for.
You hear that again? I want
And honest
you.
cops doing an honest job, regardless of your race,
Right.
regardless of your nationality, regardless where you come from, because we all have the same emotions, the same feelings, the same love, the same rights. We all are equal. I am for honest cops doing an honest job, and if you were wrong, then I'm for you. Now, if the officer is right, in the right, I'm gonna be for the officer, but I'm gonna be for what's right and against for what's wrong, regardless whose side it's on.
Look into the story.
And here's what I respect.
You tell me
Here's
what
what I
you think
respect.
about that.
I have been in cities, gosh, in the last 2 years, I can't tell you how many cities I've been in, doing exactly what we do. But can I share this with you? I can remember this. There's only been one police officer who dared to step up. There's only been one who dared to step up. And that's noted because I'm going to be honest, my mouth gets more and more sour every day. And we have not had one officer who stepped up. It was always hard hats, sticks, and barricades to make sure you don't walk in the street.
I have to tell you, that breaks my heart.
And I'm going to tell you, you're the only one
That breaks my heart.
in cities across this country where we had an officer stand up and say, you know what, y'all right. And it can
But I
be the
guarantee you,
beginning of what
I'm
can
not the
change.
only one.
So now we
I
need you to
may
run
have
for
been the
sheriff.
only one that came over
We may
to
need you to run for sheriff, though. Don't tell the sheriff, don't play that to the sheriff.
I don't live in this county. I can't run.
Oh, okay.
Your name again, Officer
Watson.
Watson. Thanks for coming over and,
We appreciate
just coming to
that.
talk to us. And I see how you backed your hand up away from the pistol. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I am not a threat to you. You know, like I'm for what's right.
All right.
What's wrong is what's
All right.
wrong. And if y'all do no harm, my heart goes out to you, and I'm gonna pray for you.
That's an
I'm gonna pray
important
for you,
statement,
too,
and we appreciate that
When they come
more
knocking for
than
that
you realize.
bag, you don't know why.
Yeah,
We appreciate that more than hearing a comment by a police chief of color
There.
in Dallas who dares to tell hurting protesters, come off that picket line and get in the employment line as though we won't work on top of everything else. Believe me, what you just did and said went a lot further and will spread further than Jackson, because on the rest of this tour, I will be talking about Deputy Watson down yonder in Jackson who dared to step up. So it will go further than our standing here.
Like I said, I'm for honest officers doing an honest job, and no matter what town it's in. And I know, if you look at it, there's some bad people in every profession. There's bad doctors,
Absolutely.
there's bad lawyers, and there's going to be bad officers.
Right.
There's going to be bad people in every profession. Please don't judge us all by the actions of few.
You know
and
what?
I mean,
We
you
don't.
know what? I
But
can
let me
relate
say
it to
this.
this.
We
I
don't.
can relate
But
it
here's
to
what we
this.
judge.
That's the same
Here's
thing
what-
as an officer judging all black
But here's
people
what
by
we
the actions
judge.
of
But
white.
here's what we judge.
Because they set the
Good
standard and you
officers-
don't hold them accountable. So
Good
yes, we do.
officers aren't testifying
Yeah.
against the bad ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Good officers around the water cooler can see what's going on with a person that we can't see that they work with. They can see it's an emotional breakdown getting ready to happen here. And they don't go to their superior officers and say, listen, we might want to talk to Joe or Josephine. Listen, you may want to kind of keep an eye on. Good officers are willing to step up when that wrong is done and say, I saw what they did to Darius. I saw what they did to Q, and it wasn't right, and I want to talk about it, and I want to expose it. That's what the good officers are willing to do. I said that in New York. Where's Victoria and Candace? I'm from Dayton, Ohio, but we're on a national tour.
Okay, and
We
what
said
group
we
are you
got
in?
we got Quentin Tarantino in trouble in New York because Quentin. Do you remember that? Because Quentin Tarantino dared to stand and to say Black lives really do matter. The New York Police Department threatened to not only not go to
Here's
his
what they're
movie, but
saying
never
in Jackson,
protect it.
Tennessee. I don't know if you listen to the talk shows here in Jackson, Tennessee, but what they're saying here in Jackson, Tennessee is Black Lives Matter too. They're not saying that black lives are the only lives that
That's
matter.
what we say all
They're
over
not
the country.
saying that white lives, don't matter.
Same
They're
story.
saying black lives matter.
Same
too.
matter all over the
They,
country.
they matter.
But
too.
We say it all over the country. And so now we have to act on it. And we have to treat these lives.
We don't have to say the word true. The
Right.
fact that you're saying black lives matter, they matter.
Can we continue our
Let me just say this.
Because I know what Jackson is saying is what other folks are saying. Kind of the backlash to the Black Lives Matter. You get this white lives matter. I mean, all lives matter.
Yeah.
It's as if the Black Lives Matter is in the front to other lives. It's not. And so I would like us to continue what we intended to do here. Man, we appreciate you.
I have to go back.
I would just like to say
that is the point. And that is
My son was lost, and I'm just standing with these mothers.
his mother's right here.
In solidarity.
This is his mother right here. This is his mother. But his mother is
Check
right
that
here.
name right there.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I like to say this here. Okay, what have happened in our justice system? Okay, criminal justice system. We have
Adios.
that 2% of officers who may be bad in that system. They have failed to prosecute. They failed to indict in that particular process, and they have set the standard for the officers that want to do right in that process there. And as a consequence of this, we have a system that is completely broken down, and we have continued being hurt and killed daily in this process here.
Yeah.
And so,
My heartbreak is I think it's higher than 2%.
yes,
My heartbreak is I think it's a mentality that has existed for so long.
sure.
That it goes a lot further than 2% because 98% will never protect 2% in anything. Just the opposite is true. 2% feel like we're not empowered because the 98% are so powerful. And that's why they don't say anything. I think when you begin to, again, bring police officers in only because they went to the military, which means they've been trained to kill someone.
That's right.
When you only bring them in, I think that if we're going to have professional police departments, it's going to be because we make them go to college the same way we make other so-called professionals go to college. Get educated, get cultural training. Understand that when you and I can talk about something, disagree, we might even get loud with each other because we love each other, but we ain't fussing. But they don't understand that. So when they arrive on the scene, they breaking up a fight, and we ain't even fighting.
Okay, let me continue about that 2% for just a second.
Yes, sir.
What happened is that established the policy. And the only way it can establish the policy is when others within the system to allow it to happen, then it becomes the standard for that organization.
It's the
and
standard.
you got what you call bad apples, you got a bad bunch, you got organized crime, you got unorganized crime. It's systemic all the way up to the system from the top down that allows certain things to continue to go on in that
Absolutely.
process there.
And I'm going to say this because as a historian, and I'm both a historian and a theologian, here's what you have to understand. Where the police departments come from in the first place? They were slave catchers. They were slave
all
catchers.
right, that's what
The
I'm talking
mentality
about,
never
man.
changed.
Right.
So to get the job, what you're saying is I'll be a good slave catcher. And slave catchers are black and white, and brown and Asian, but they're still slave catchers. And so what unifies them is the color of the uniform and the shininess of the badge. And that takes them away from us. Have I known people who said I'm going to be a policeman to change the system from within? Absolutely. Until they get on the inside and realize it's not going to change and they got pretty good benefits. They become a part of that system and get so swallowed up in it that they become a part of the problem. And so we have to change the culture. You're right. We have to change the culture.
That's right.
Not just of policing, because here's the other key, and this is important, folks. Police officers are nothing more than caretakers of a crooked system. They are the frontline caretakers of a system that's corroded, a system of mass incarceration, a system that says stop and frisk. Donald Trump, I'm not endorsing or unendorsing. Stop and frisk is okay as long as they look like they did something, because everybody look like they did something walking down the street if I want to stop and frisk them and you give me the power to do it. And so the whole system is completely skewed, but it's a criminal justice system. But here's the thing, because again, and again, I just reiterated it on this interview, we register people to vote. How many folks here registered to vote? Who's
I
registered to
actually
vote?
register people to vote. So,
Okay.
And you know what? It's one of the ways we seek to change. But here's my question: how's that worked out for us anyhow? Barack Obama is one of the most powerful black people in the world, not just in America. But the system unleashed a new attack on black folk because they couldn't get to Barack Obama. And so that's how the system is used to continue this assault on us. And so we have work to do. I wish I pastored in Jackson. I just need a few weeks. If I could just stand in a few weeks, we would be having church right out here on Sunday, making a statement. Just for a little while. I want to